Move, you spastic bastard!
Get it like that, Colin!
Come on, let the double! Move!
Right, and you get?
It's too hot.
Sir?
Too hot, sir.
Get in. In.
Out there, coon. Move it!
4737 Carlin. In. Get up straight, boy. Attention.
Name and number.
4737 Carling, sir.
So, this is Carlin, the daddy. The hard case from Bagthorpe. Carlin, is it?
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Name and number.
4737 Carling, sir.
And you're the little toe rag who thumped the officer at Rowley, eh? Fancy yourself, eh? Thumping officers?
Oh, retaliated, sir.
You speak when I tell you. And they've sent you here to be sorted out. Will you all have heard of us, eh, Carlin?
Heard of us, have ya?
Yes, sir.
And what did you hear?
Nothing, sir.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll tell you here and now, lad. Nothing was not the correct information. Because we're going to have your stinking hooligan guts for garters, right?
Yes, sir.
Pick it up. I said pick it up. Name and number.
Four 737 Carling, sir.
Right, we'll be seeing a lot of each other here, lad. Every move you make, we're down on you like a ton of bricks, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, get him out of here.
Bastards.
Move it down! Hold in line, Angel.
Now, I'm Mr. Sands, senior officer, and I run this wing. I run it. Right, Carlin?
Yes, sir.
I come down heavy, very heavy on anyone who doesn't grasp that fact. Right? Right!
Yes, sir.
Angel, you're in a single room. Some of the lads here can be what you might call prejudiced. And you're well advised to keep yourself to yourself. It's your first ball still in it, lad?
Yes, sir. Apart from the scraps.
You will forget the scrubs, lad. The holiday's over. Davis, you were fool enough to run away from an open ballstall and you'll soon be wishing you were back there. You're in a single room. Carling, you're in the dormitory here. Now move! That's yours, Carling. You know the rules and you know why you're here. I'll jump on you from a great height if you so much as breathe. Got that?
Yes, sir.
There's a lad, big lad, called Pongo in that bed. He, heard you were coming. Now grab that bumper and get to work on this floor. I want to shave in it. Carly, we don't leave our bedding in that condition here. Make up your bed pack and put your gear away. On the double. Move! Next time you're on report.
Banks, look to your front, Banks. Carling's been allocated to your wing. Keep it shut, Richards. 3 of them together. You'll have a bit more company, won't you?
Sir.
And one of them's a jungle bunny.
Yes, sir.
I said quiet, Richards, or you're on report.
Yes, sir.
Formby. Right, keep my seat warm. Stand up, name and number. Up to attention when I come in here. Up!
What's this? Stand up on your feet, lad. What do you think this is? Stand up. Name and number.
Angel, sir.
Number.
Can't remember, sir.
Can't remember? Your number, lad. Your number, that's all you are. 4 digits, that's all you are. 4736. Name and number.
4736 Angel, sir.
Who did this?
What, sir?
Don't give me lip, boy. Who did this?
Nobody, sir.
Fighting?
No, sir.
Fell?
No, sir.
Damaging government property, are we, you black bastard?
No, sir.
Then what the hell are we doing, you black Brixton slag?
Nothing, sir. Honest.
Fighting. You're booked for fighting, governor's report,
Sir,
right?
I wasn't, sir.
Right!
Yes, sir.
Attention, hand by your side. Name and number.
4736 Angel, sir.
Louder.
4736 Angel, sir.
Straight out the banana trees, eh? Well, you take it from me, Nick Nog. You go stealing white man's motor cars and you get white man's stick. Right?
Sir.
And I get this cell scrubbed. For the devil!
You feel bleeding now?
Possibly. I'm a vegetarian, Carlin, and I've read the rule book. I refuse to wear leather on my feet. I get extra potatoes as substitute for meat, and I'm allowed fish, one on the menu.
They'll give you a stick for that, mate.
Oh, they do. But it caused them a lot of bother, doesn't it?
How long have you been here?
Month, transferred from Dover.
Nuisance?
No. Told them I was Christ. Some cunning bastard had the typical flash of genius and they banged me in here. A, the governor's a religious maniac. B, they will knock the shit out of me.
How long have you done?
16 months.
Jesus Christ, you must have it.
Oh, they're not getting me, the bastards. I don't eat shit for anybody. I don't give a monkeys if I do the full 2 years, but, you know, I'll get out of here on crutches, but they won't. By Christ, they won't get me.
Davis, you're nothing. I'm the daddy here, and there's nowhere you can run, right? You may be a runner from the holiday camp, but you can't budge in here. I run this, Nick, and you pay your dues like the rest. Payday, you deliver a quarter of your snap to Stripe here, every week on the dot.
But I don't smoke.
Well, you bleeding well do now, slag. There's no dolly mixtures in here, poofter. You deliver every week. Everything's done through me here. I'm the daddy, and don't you ever forget it.
Pongo Banks, the daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carlin. Your reputation was here well ahead of you, and you're going to have a teeny-weeny little bit of bother with that young man.
Do you want to come in with me?
No. I don't want him with anybody. I want to get through my time in my own little way, causing as much frigging trouble to the screws as possible. In my own little way.
Don't do yourself no favours, do you, mate?
Hey, you watch yourself with those pigs.
Davis. Here, Davis. Over here.
What do you want?
Davis, you slob! This isn't a pigsty. Get that floor polished.
Sir?
Move yourself and get that floor done.
Right, Carlin. You think you're the old man, right? Well, I'm telling you, you're not. I'll run this gaff, and you're dead if you come any of it in here.
Leave off, will you? I don't give a toss who's the daddy. I don't want no trouble. Just piss off and let me get on with my time, yeah?
We'll give you time, you bastard.
Here, Slasher. Look at that. It had a nightmare.
There's more where that came from, Carly. You just keep your bleeding mouth shut. There ain't no daddy here.
Carlin. When's your face?
I fell, sir.
You fell where?
On the stairs, Dad.
Quiet. Speak when I tell you to. Somebody hit you, eh? Answer. Somebody hit you?
No, sir.
You're fighting already, is it, Carlin?
No, sir.
Look, we know about you, Sonny. Who was it?
I told you, sir, I fell on the stairs. I wasn't used to the concrete steps. My own fault.
I want none of your tricks here, laddie. Understand that?
Yes, sir.
Any more of this and you're in trouble. Real trouble. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Well, move yourself, you light-fingered little gutter snipe!
My sister went on a Sunday school outing last weekend and she had a smashing afternoon. Bessie has had 3 pups and they're all smashing.
3?
All smashing and doing ever so well. We don't know what to do with them as they're such an expense to keep. Anyway, your dad will decide and find homes for them. You'll still have Bessie when you come home, but we can't hang on to the pups forever, since we don't know when you'll be coming home. So I hope this finds you as it leaves us, Donald. Let us know how you're getting on and be a good lad. Have to dash to catch the post. Love from Mum and Dad.
Cheers. Well, I mean, they can't get rid of them, can they? They'll hang on till I get out, then I can take care of them. I'll have a job. I can buy their grub. Will you write me a letter back tonight?
We'll see.
Well, here, read it again, Ben. Just the once.
Don't you go to classes?
Yeah.
Well, haven't they taught you to read yet?
No, I can't. I don't know what they mean, you know. I don't like asking. Read it again, Ben. Please. I'll give you some sweets on payday. Ben.
Dear Donald,
Ben. What? You forgot the address.
33 Killingwell Street, Islington. Dear Donald.
What do you want?
Well, mate, seeing as you're lying around all the bleeding time, I bought you me radio. You can borrow it till you get one sent.
No, it's all right, thanks.
It's up to you, mate. There's 3 of us in our dorm's got one of these. So we ain't gonna miss this one, are we? Look, I'll leave it there, all right? You can let us have it back later if you don't want it.
Davis, sir.
Whose radio is it, Davis?
Eckersley, sir.
And what's it doing in your room?
He lent it to me, sir.
Come on, lad, let's have the truth. You borrowed it, haven't you?
No, sir.
You borrowed it, haven't you, lad? Now don't bullshit me!
But ask him, sir. He brought it in.
Eckersley has reported his radio missing. And it's here, in your room. You're on Governor's report tomorrow.
Good morning, Mr. Wise. Good.
Apart from absconding, your record at your previous Borstal was clean, Davis, and I have taken this into consideration. But I will stress that if I deal with you leniently here, it will certainly not be so light should you appear before me again. Serious, are we?
Answer the Governor.
Pardon, sir?
Denomination. Church of England.
Yes, sir.
Good. Good. 3 days in the block and loss of privileges for 1 week.
About turn. Quick march. Move it, move it, move it.
Come on, move. Double, double.
Carol, in. Feet on the mat, legs apart, face the Governor. Name and number to the Governor.
4737 Carlin, sir.
Now then, Carlin. You were transferred here because you assaulted an officer, though heaven knows what they expect me to do with you. However, I will have no violence in this institution. There is no violence here. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yet, no sooner are you settled in than, well, the marks are visible on your face. I'm a generous man, Carlin, but I will not have any trainee take liberties. If you are brought here again, you'll be in very serious trouble. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, have you anything to say?
Not really, sir. Except I wasn't fighting. I fell. I wasn't used to the concrete steps. However, I can understand the officers thinking that I had by the state of my face. So I've got no excuse really, sir. I mean, what else could he think?
Serious, are we?
Yes, sir. My religion's a great comfort to me.
Good. Then it may even have some guidance for your reform. 3 days in the block and loss of earnings for 2 weeks.
About turn. Quick march. Move it, double it, double it, double it, double it. Move it.
Get it. granting your request to marry, Betts. And I hope this may induce you to work hard, cooperate, and leave here as soon as possible. It all depends on you. 1 week hence, released for 4 hours under escort to marry. Right, Betts?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
This causes no little inconvenience, Betts, and is a cost to the taxpayer.
Yes, sir.
And I cannot pretend to be pleased that you are marrying in a registry office.
Oh, that's just for now, sir. What having a proper church do when I get out?
Let's hope you're released before the child is born.
Yes, sir.
Right, take him away.
Right turn, Betts. Quick march. Come on, move, sir. Archer. On the mat, Archer. Name and number to the governor.
4721 Archer, sir.
Ah, Archer. Still vegetarian, are we?
Yes, sir.
And barefoot, too.
Yes, sir.
Well, Archer, we have every respect for another man's sincere beliefs here. The individual is to be encouraged. And at no little trouble and expense, we have procured plastic boots for you. Do you appreciate that?
Yes, sir.
No objection to plastic, have you?
No, sir.
Good. Then I hope the cooperation will be reciprocated. Indeed. Have you read The Life of St. Francis of Assisi, Archer?
No, sir, but I'm sure it's a most engrossing epistle.
Oh, it is. It is. The son of a wealthy man. He was converted to Christianity in 1208. Turned from his life of pleasure to commit himself to poverty and the life of the gospel. You should read it.
Well, as a matter of fact, sir, I wanted to mention access to literature to you. You see, sir, I'm finding myself strongly drawn to Mecca.
Mecca, Archer?
Yes, sir.
You mean you're asking me?
Yes, sir. Something stirring within me. I'm sure you understand what I mean, sir.
Archer, you will see the chaplain tomorrow.
But I'm an atheist, sir. It's on my record. Atheist and vegetarian.
You tell them you are Christ at Dover, Archer. You'll see the chaplain tomorrow, and we'll have no more talk of Mecca in this establishment. Get him issued with the boots.
Right turn, Archer. Quick march at the double. Get those feet up.
Well, well. Enjoy our little holiday, did we? Good. Now, you rest assured, my beauties, whenever you feel like a break, it's always there, always at your disposal. Right, Carlin?
Yes, sir.
Now put your gear away in your rooms and out again sharpish. I want work out of you toe rags and plenty of it. Now move, come on! Move it for me! Pick your feet up, Carlin!
They won't wear it, Banks. You know they won't. What are they going to do then? Walk about with pound notes?
Pound notes aren't allowed in here, are they, Dugan? Very stiff penalties for anything but small change.
And there's stiff penalties for anyone that tries to undercut my rate, right? You make sure certain parties know that, Dugan. Now then, that's £8 altogether, right? I'll get 70 pence for equipping the screw, right? Your cut's 5 pence and mine's 15. That leaves 50 pence.
50 pence for a quid?
I've got overheads. Haven't those bastards heard of inflation? They get 50 pence for equipment they're on. You tell them that. And if they don't like it, they can see me.
Screw it.
Scotland.
Carry on.
Stop it, Stripey. I'm not hurting you. Gonk, you're in my bleeding way.
Hey, it's all right, Archie.
What's up with you, weirdo? Want striping, dear? You might get left alone here, but I'll cut you to ribbons if I get any of your poxy lip.
The station is staffed by Thai University students.
Back, grass! I said back, shithead!
A variety of crops and strains are being tried out, and new fish farming methods are being looked at. Much of the information discovered here will be relevant for other mountainous areas all over Southeast Asia.
By crop replacement, we're trying to learn crops that will grow in these very wild mountains.
Oh!
And the crop must be villagers and income equal to or better than what they're getting from yoga. And we hope they're going to
What Banks, you bastard? I'm a daddy now. Next time I'll kill you.
Who was it, Richards? Who was it? Carlin? The Coons?
Slip, sir.
I'll give you slip. Who was it? Come on, who saw it? Where's Banks? Dozy bastard Banks! You let him do you over, you twat!
Slip, sir.
Don't come that with me. Who do you think you're talking to? Carlin. I want you to name Carlin.
Slip, sir.
Right.
4206, Sumner, sir.
4737 Carlin, sir.
4568 Jackson, sir.
OK, Carlin, you're really for it this time. Banks and Richards have both named you. You'll get 3 years for this, scum.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
You bloody well will, toe rag. I run this wing, and I'm not having it disrupted by a dirty little backstreet villain like you. You sign a statement downstairs.
I've got nothing to say, sir. I like to see the housemaster.
You will, Carlin, you will.
I'm the governor, sir. I've got a witness.
Shit, witness! I'm having you, lad. You banged that officer at Bagthorpe, and you must be thinking you've walked quietly away from that one. But he's here. He's me. He's every screw in this Borstal, every one of us. Now, come on, big man. How'd you fancy taking a poke at me, eh? Come on!
I didn't bang no screw. I retaliated. There was two of them kicking the shit out of me.
Well, retaliate here! Come on. I'll have you.
Stripey. Stripey. Where's Banks?
Hospital.
Lights out!
Right, what are we going to talk about? Any problems? Come along, that's why we have these meetings.
Why am I so far away from home, matron?
Because you murdered that kid.
All right, Ecclesley. Formby, I am forever explaining this to you. Why don't you let it sink in?
He's 14 years old. 14.
Quiet, Archer.
I'll never get a visitor.
That is unfortunate, Formby. But for young offenders like yourself who need to be... Now, you have to be detained during Her Majesty's pleasure. That is the sentence commensurate with your offence. And you do realise, I know, that it was a most serious crime. But unfortunately, there are no special places for boys like you at present. So you are to remain here. Now here you've got the opportunity to learn and to improve. If you behave and apply yourself willingly to your duties and to the rules, there's every possibility that Her Majesty or her representatives may approve your release and rehabilitation much earlier than you imagine.
Much earlier than what, matron?
Try to remember that you are more fortunate than those boys, similar to yourself, who are held in wormwood scrubs for years until they're old enough for transfer to prison. All right?
My dog had 3 pups. I had a letter.
Yes, Woods, I read it. Where are you going, Sumner?
Out.
Matron?
Out, matron.
Sit down, please, Sumner. Anything else?
Trust.
Pardon, Archer?
I suggest a discussion on the nature of trust.
Are you sure that's not more a matter for you to take up with the housemaster?
You see, matron, we're continually bombarded with instructions to trust. And yet, at the same time, we are continuously informed that we are completely untrustworthy. All of us. It is our common experience.
Does anyone want to continue this discussion suggested by Archer?
3 pups. I hope we keep them.
Thank you for coming. Next week, same time. And if any of you have any problems, whatever they are, do not hesitate to come to me. And if I can't help, I'm sure Mr. Goodyear will.
£40 for a quid, that's it.
I can't go with that, they'll cut my throat.
That's the way things are now, mate. 40p that or nothing.
If you're gonna come that, Carling, the old bleeding nick will be on you. Right behind Banks.
Oh, baldy.
Stuff them. Look, if Banks gives them 50p, I've got to give them less. That's psychology. It's the only way I'll keep hold of them. If I'm not harder than him, you'll have some mugging paying 60. Do you see what I mean?
40's way under, Carling. It won't be worth that risk getting money in like that.
OK. OK, 45. They get 45. But I want it made clear it's a favour. You tell them, Dugan. You had to bleeding well plead with me, right?
OK.
You had to bleeding well beg me, right?
Right.
Screw.
Carling! Carling!
Yes, sir.
Mr. Goodyear's office.
Yes, sir.
The rest of you to association, I don't want you in here.
It's one of the most rewarding aspects of this job, encouraging ability and individuality. And a consequence of this is that natural leaders will emerge, as they have throughout history. Carling, as I'm sure you're aware, the gift of leadership entails responsibilities like setting a good example, keeping order. Leadership means order. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Good. Well, then, you came here with a bad reputation, but I'm prepared to take you as I find you. You'll have every chance to prove yourself in this wing, Carling, and even earn back some of the time you've lost through your more unfortunate escapades. I run this wing. I want that firmly understood. Nobody rocks my boat. Do we understand each other?
Yes, sir.
Very well, then.
Just one thing, sir.
Yes?
I would like a single cell.
Oh, I think we can arrange that, Mr. Greaves.
Right, sir.
Anything else?
No, sir.
On your feet, right turn, quick march. Carling. When you go, Woods, name a number to the housemaster. Right, Carling. Don't push it. If there's any bother, we'll have your bleeding guts. Right? I said right?
Yes, sir.
Right, on your way.
Oh, come on, come on. This isn't racial, it's a game. A game. You lot down this end. You there, you swap round with them. Come on! Rules. No punching in the face. No kicking in the ghoulies. And no biting. Right? Wait for it!
From A-Wing sent a word from Baldy, their tinted daddy man. He wants to meet you.
Don't talk the shit.
He wants to meet, Carling. We know what for. He's a right hard man. When's it gonna be?
I'll find him. Get it down, you sharpish. Vegetarians off shitting.
Quiet!
Carling, mate, that old boy says a part of ours tomorrow. There'll be a whole crowd of us there shoveling shit. So it's just you and him, right?
All this for nicking 30 bobs worth of scrap.
You're joking.
30 bobs worth of effing junk. My older brother had a bit of form, so they stuck it on me. My ma went bleeding potty.
Jeez, that's one for the book.
What'd you do? Bank or what's it?
No, Carling. I was merely trying to further a respectable career in the employ of a timber merchant. A clerk. My old lady was... She was ill all the time, you know, fragile. And there was all this stick about giving her a hard time and her wanting to see her son secure and respectable and all that shit. Anyway, I was sticking out in the office. Only thing was, I got too ambitious. I wasn't satisfied with dipping my hand in the petty cash for stamps. No. I worked on the cash sales. I was making 40 and 50 quid on the side most weeks. Going to work in a cab. Till some hard-faced mare came back for a swap when I wasn't there. So here I am.
First offence?
Well, you know my mouth. Gave the magistrate a bit of lip. Didn't know the ropes, did I? She sat there, fart-faced under her wig, and packed me off to bust.
Where's your tool?
What tool?
This tool. Do you want some more?
No.
Now, I'm going to tell you once, just once. You listening, coon?
Yeah.
You run A-wing. OK. But for me, I'll give the orders, right?
Yeah.
You'll get your perks, but I'm the daddy, right? Right, you get some coal dust rubbed on those marks, you black bastard.
You want me, Colin?
Yeah. Come in. Woods. Door. Rhodes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sit down. Peter Rhodes.
Yeah.
You got moved from Sea-Wing, right?
Yeah.
What for?
The housemaster.
Having a go at you?
Bent. The daddy there had tried it, but I could handle that. Then Badger started in his office. Sweating he was. Dirty pig. So I threatened with the governor, Home Office, parents, the old breeding lot. He had me moved.
I see. Well, Peter. What I mean is, I'm no puff. I want to get that straight from the start. There's nothing bent about me. But what I mean is, well, you know as well as me, you can have an hard time. You can have an easy one. You want the best, it's at the top. And I'm the top here. Do you know what I mean? Well, what do you say?
I've never done it before.
Neither have I. I'm no puff. All right. You're my missus.
Okay.
Oh, good evening, Tom. What is it? How long time? What is it you want?
My letter. It came today.
Yes, I know.
Will you read it?
But I have already.
Read it.
Dear Ronald, sorry we have not wrote to you for so long, but things have been busy. Anyway, we thought we'd better let you know that Candy died last week and we buried her. She looked very pretty and looked peaceful, and since you have not seen her for some time, we thought you should know this. We'll have to dash, things are busy. Good luck, George and Bed. Well, Toyne. Somebody's pet. A dog. Budgie.
My wife. Candy was my nickname for my wife.
Hey, Betsy's back!
Space Sergeant Laboratory, relieve yourself.
What a wedding night.
I want you to use your influence to keep things down, if you see what I mean. Let me know if there's any...
We're going to ourselves, sir.
Run, boy!
Please, sir.
Mr. Green! Sir!
I can't do anything, sir.
All right, Matron, I'll handle this.
Where are your clothes, Angel?
Sir, I was taking a bath, sir, and then they were gone, sir.
What do you mean, gone?
Gone, sir.
Is this your room?
Yes, sir.
Your clothes are here, Angel.
But they're upstairs, sir.
Governor's report. Mr. Greaves, bang this man up to a governor's report.
Thanks, Mr. Duke.
It won't happen again.
Lovely. Angels.
You may be a smart-ass, Archer, but you're nothing but a fool to yourself.
I get by.
You do the full stretch, you know that.
Well. They're not having me. Mr. Duke, I've got to save myself, despite whatever methods you bastards devise to destroy me. I get through or I don't, but it's my way.
Now, watch your lip, Archer. I won't stand insolence. Talking's one thing, but I'll not tolerate insolence. Right, lad?
Right, sir.
Look at you sitting there with that daft smile on your face. Why aren't you over there with the rest?
I'm an atheist.
What do you think that lot are, disciples? Every Sunday, an officer's allocated to watch you because you're too bloody pig-headed to sit in chapel for half an hour. And every Sunday, that's a little bit more you owe us. You know what the boss is like. You're committing a mortal sin sitting there. They're all atheists, but they don't put it about. I heard you were thinking of turning Indian.
I think about all sorts of things.
Haven't you seen enough of them in here? Why don't you keep your nose clean and get out?
Boredom. I never was any good at that.
Just pass the time quietly.
Oh, no, you don't hear me moan, Mr. Duke, do you? I smile. I smile a lot.
You're loose in the head, lad.
Well, when I was in the scrubs, sweating it out down there in that filthy cell, I had this matchbox, and it said on this matchbox, it takes 60 muscles to frown, but only 13 to smile, so why waste energy? See? I'm doing my time on a matchbox.
Oh, gee.
When I was out, I always reminded myself I could take something good from every experience. But the only thing I'll take from Borstal is evil.
Because you won't toe the bloody line.
No, not that, Mr. Duke. No, you take Mr. Goodyear. He rattles out bullshit about character building morning, noon and night, and it's not on. It's impossible. How can anyone build character inside a regime based on deprivation? It's a one-way contamination. Good, fine minds thrown in with crazy, perverted people. What am I doing here? Why ain't I in another wing where there might at least be somebody I can talk to, you know, where I can be civilized? If it's not a screw at me, it's a con. Why didn't they send me to an open nick?
Well, you're too old for this lot. I'll give you that. You should have got a prison sentence.
Right.
I was happier in prison. Now I finished my time in a mob of snotty young hooligans. 2 years of this before I retire.
How long have you done?
A long time.
That's a hefty sentence, Mr. Duke. One way or another, all imprisoned.
Public service, Archer. Haven't you realised some of the lads actually like it in here?
No, it's called institutionalised.
They're secure?
Oh, that. Yeah, well, in here, you act, you're punished, you're free. Outside, you act, you're punished by your own guilt complexes and are never free.
Which book did you get that from?
This one. Certainly not from what's on offer here. I don't wish to underestimate your lifetime's work, Mr. Duke. But the punitive system really does not work. My experience of Borstal convinces me that more criminal acts are imposed on prisoners than by prisoners on society.
Convinces you, eh? You fancy half that lot charging up and down your street? Fancy your mother tackling that lot on the rampage? No, of course you bloody well don't. So what do you do about it, eh? Come on, what do you do?
Well, I'd talk about it first, like we are.
Talk's bullshit. You lock 'em up.
I'd also consider what happens to their guardians.
Watch it, lad.
No, and I'm serious, Mr. Duke. Take yourself. For a weekly wage, you've been locking up men and boys most of your working life, right? Now, hanging down your leg is a chain, your key chain, and the length of that chain indicates the amount of time you have spent in the service. You may have been unfortunate in terms of promotion, but the length of that chain gives you rank over other officers of similar rank only. But at the same time, it is a constant reminder that you have spent your life in prison service and are still only a basic officer. Now, who gets the stick for that? Us. Who pays for that daily humiliation?
Stand up, Archer. Wipe that bloody grin off your face before I knock it off. Name and number.
4721 Archer, sir.
You think you can have the piss out of me, Archer? I give you a chance to... I give you my coffee, and you think you can stand there and have the piss out of me?
No, sir, I didn't. It's just that I never get the chance to express myself.
It's a good job you don't, lad.
Look, I was only concerned with men being stripped of their dignity. Cons and screws. We aren't much different in here, are we?
You're on a report for insolence.
Right, sir.
Stand up straight.
Hey, Duke. One day my puppies are. If I had a visitor, they'd tell me, wouldn't they? Don't know how long it'll be before I get another letter. No trains either on a Sunday, are there? Wish we had a car. Could bring the pups with them.
Woods, I haven't had a visitor since I've been here, so don't come bunning to me about your bleeding greyhounds. Now piss off.
Ben. Ben.
What?
Write a letter for me.
No.
Go on.
No, I'm thinking.
Please. Perhaps tomorrow then.
Jesus. Should have seen her, lads. Jesus, beautiful. Managed to touch her like, you know. Jeez. This visit's gonna drive me bloody crazy.
Come on, what's this in? Look at this floor. You idle sods. Want it clean? Now! I want to see my face in it. Move yourselves! That includes you, Toyn.
Though the reports may seem minor taken individually, they do mean that altogether you aren't pulling your weight, Woods. 3 days and lose 1 month.
About turn. Quick march. Come on, move it. Move it.
Double up, double up.
Archer, in here. Feet on the mat, legs apart, name and number of the governor.
4721 Archer, sir.
Insolence again, Archer. Guilty?
Misplaced trust, sir.
How's Mecca these days, Archer?
No further information through yet, sir, but I have been meditating whenever possible.
I see. Have you ever read Alan Brooke's book on Churchill?
I don't believe I've had that literary pleasure, sir.
You should. You should. 7 days in the block and lose 1 month.
About turn.
For your meditation.
Quick march. Come on, move it. Woods out. Hang in.
Angel, out. In.
Archer, out. Sir? What is it, Archer?
There was no exercise today, sir. Request to see the governor, sir.
Archer, the rule book. The rule book says exercise is dependent on the weather. It looked like rain.
But it didn't, sir.
Dirty cell, Archer. Governor's report.
The whole of A wing thought the fish was bad?
Yes, sir.
What about the other wings?
Yes, sir. I think I can explain this, sir. I do remember the day in question. First of all, that fish was not bad. But I admit it was strong. Strong, yes, I admit that, but not bad.
What do you mean strong, Mr. White?
Well, you see, sir, it's probably some of this new Atlantic fish they're bringing out. Strange taste. Can seem strong.
Ah. Well, you know, you should complain at the time if you think something might be off.
I did, sir.
Oh. And?
Mr. White ate it.
Can't have been that bad then, can it, son? Do you think I'd poisoned myself?
That was my dinner.
Yes, well, we'll keep an eye out for Atlantic fish. Anything else?
The batter's all soft, sir. It always is. The old wing moans.
Mr. White?
Of course the batter's soft. It's impossible to make crispy batter. In all my years catering in all kinds of institutions, I've never been able to make crispy batter. The only way to do that is to buy the powdered stuff. We just don't have the money for that.
I'm in.
See, sir.
Tea, Mr. Goodyear.
Why not? Why not?
Can we smoke, sir?
One quick burn, Commissioner of the Assistant Governor.
What do you want?
We say what we want.
Oh! Ah! Hold him up, hold him up. Round.
Come along, you lazy swines. Get on with Mr. Philpott. Davis, what are you doing there? What happened?
Sir?
Well, lad?
Nothing, sir. I fell.
Well, fall back onto your feet. This isn't Kew Gardens, laddie. On your feet!
Look at her. Look at that.
Imagine that in the back of a Mercedes, eh?
It's like the bird I used to knock off. Great pair of Bristols. Do anything she would. Anything you wanted.
Yeah, I had a few birds like that. Finn, though. Finn birds always go potty for me. What's up with you, Puffed, huh? There should be a law against him.
Yeah, none of a bent bastard. Hey, Sumner. Christ, when I get out of here, I wait on these bleeding cranks. The big time, big stuff. I've got some ideas. There's one thing about the Nick Formby. You never come out short on ideas. And you know where you went wrong. Get it from your mates. Sort through their mistakes. Can learn a lot in here if you use your loaf.
Bank's the best, though. Well, you do one big job and you're set up for life.
Planning. That's all it needs, planning. Plenty of bottle in, bang, and out.
And you got no shortage of birds then.
Yeah, never have been short of birds. Always had plenty of crumpet after me.
The only crumpet you've had, mate, is with your bleeding fist.
You'll be getting my fist in a minute.
Leave off. We're sick of hearing you.
Hey, hark at our bent friends. You two fancy yourselves, eh?
You'll be back in here. And then on to prison and in and out for the rest of your lives. And it'll all be for little more than taking a tin opener to a gas meter. Because you're all talk, all mouth, and you couldn't organise a piss up in a brewery, either of you. So let's have some peace in here and stop your juvenile fantasising.
I'll have you, Sumner.
Cut it out. I'm warning you, Richards.
You warning me?
Yeah, we also how big you were when Colin sorted you out. You and your mate Pongo. And if there's any bother, you'll get it again. And Eccles is due for it if he steps out of line. You know that, don't you, Eckersley?
Yeah, when anyone comes in, you get striped, all right?
Yeah, so just remember, shitbag, that people get moved around. And Colin ain't gonna be a changing your nappies forever. The way he's arse licking, he'll be out in a month. And I'm gonna carve you two bastards up. First chance I get, just remember that, the pair of ya.
Colin.
What?
Can I talk to you?
What about?
Well, it's personal.
You talk in front of the missus?
No, it's more personal.
More personal than my missus? Well, then you better take your little problem to the Virgin Matron, eh? Or that arse-licking Goodyear, yeah?
No. Forget it.
I have.
Come on, move it! Davis, you're like a wet fart! Get hold of yourself, lad. You've got a body there somewhere. Use it!
Right, Davis, what is it? Speak up, lad. Why'd you ring that bell? Do you know that's an offence?
I'm lonely, sir. Frightened. Nightmares. I don't close my eyes. I feel bad. Depressed. I don't know what to do.
Cut that out, Davis, or I'll give you something to cry about, you mouthy-ass little tay-rag. You touch that bell again for no reason, I'll have you down a block before your feet touch the ground. Now get your subnormal head down.
Wakey, wakey, Davis. Right, Davis. Governor's report. Right, back in your rooms. Come on, back in your rooms. Only one pudding now. Bang them up, Mr. Greaves. Move it, Archer. Eat. Eat, or it goes in the bins. Eat! Carlin? Carlin, eat! Carlin. Carlin.
Firstly, the damage must be paid for. Loss of earnings for all until every damaged article is paid for. And to encourage you to work hard and make good this willful debt with all expediency, there are no privileges. None. You have to earn them. Now, with regard to our absent friend, I would remind you all that sad and unfortunate accidents occur in institutions like this just as they do outside. We are all accident prone, even here. It is most regrettable. But I will tolerate no further outbursts like the one recently witnessed. I will not tolerate it. So, 1 minute's silent prayer for our departed friend.
I want to school out in the streets, kicking cans and sailing fleets of bottles in the park, and jukebox jiving in the cafe after dark. I'd show the gang my brand new 6-inch blade. I always knew I'd make it out of there. Always knew I'd make the grade. I've never had a steady job. I don't need what I can run. Stuff the 9 till 5, and dog eats dog, and cat eats mouse to stay alive. All you need is one eye for the Lord, and if the going gets too tough to take, a little luck